Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, warrencanonigoscotiafink, and you are watching WTA. So the guest that I will be inviting should answer every question within 5 seconds after I shall have read the question. And for this episode, I'm so excited because the person who will be answering the questions is someone that I really respect so much, because at a very young age of 2021, at the age of 23, he has already landed a position in the government service as a public high school teacher. In fact, he is my colleague. So that is one thing, that is one of the reasons why I'm so fond of him. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Bernie Manguilimutan. Okay, a round of applause, please. Hi, sir. Good morning, Sir Bern.
Good morning, sir.
Thank you for saying yes. What was your reaction when I first asked you if you could guest in my show?
I was a little bit nervous actually, since I just watched him on YouTube, and then now I'm one of the guests. So flattering.
Thank you, Sir Bern, because you're also one of my early subscribers, and I'm very overwhelmed by the support. I really appreciated that. Before I start asking the first question, I wanted to ask Sir Bernie, what was the reason why he was able to finish first compared to his other batchmates? What was
The reason, maybe for me, I was really eager, no? I was really asking my classmates, my friends, where are they going? No? So, asa sila padulong? No? So, and then, yun sa ilang buhaton, and then suddenly, I talked to my good friends, and then one of them told me na they're going to apply for a scholarship, and then luckily nikuyo ko nila, and then napasama sa scholar.
Wow, that's great. So you were able to direct your life responsibly, and you value the advice
Yes.
and the guidance of your friends.
Yes.
Wow. And now you're 23.
And then I landed my job at 21. Yes.
I think one of the reasons why you really finished early in school is because you don't have any vice, right? Right.
Secret ang tanan.
Okay. But I think that's really advantageous if you don't have any vice at all.
Yes.
Like Sir Bernie, I also started working at the tender age of 20. So right after graduation, I worked even before passing the board exam. But that was in a private school. But I'm very thankful for the experience. But in this case, it's really different because he was able to enter into the public service right away. So that's very impressive. So can you share to us the application journey?
Application journey. It all started with asking, still asking. So I asked my colleague way back in McDonald's Toledo, and then I asked, since we are both graduate of that course, no? So education. So ako siyang gi-ask if asa siya padulong, and then she told me to that she's going to apply in any private schools, no, that she wants. So simply I just go with her, and then aside from private schools, nang-apply po me og public school, and then luckily na-hire ko ana siya.
Wow. So who are those people you need to thank to? I know there are actually a lot, but would you like to mention a few of those you would really like to thank for your successes, for the milestones for the past 23 years?
I would go first for the people aside from my family. I would go first for Ate Rochelle Abatayo, who is now a manager of Manguilimutan Poblacion Toledo. No, and then she was the one since we were classmates way back college, and then siya ang rason nga nakasud ko sa McDo, then siya ang rason nga nakasud ko sa DepEd. No, so inana ka kuan inana siya ka kuan sa kuang from stranger to friends, and then blessing in disguise.
From a stranger to a very significant person
Yes,
in your
yes,
life.
yes.
Wow. And you said you also worked at McDonald's.
Yes, sir.
That's very, I should give you a kudos, no? That's very praiseworthy for someone who would work at the same time study. Oh, that's great. And when you took the board exam, you passed right away and after taking the first.
Yes, sir. After taking the first board
Wow,
exam.
congratulations. What can you, before another last question, can you take us back to the day when you learned about the results and found out that you passed the board exam?
Yes,
Day
that day was
one.
so funny. The result.
Yeah, what
was-
were you doing at that day?
Okay. So actually, after I graduated and then I reviewed and I took the board exam. So while waiting for the result, suddenly akong silingan agi na sad sa akong balay, and then nangutana na sad ko. So I asked, where are you going again? And then luckily they said that they are going to TESDA Toledo to apply for scholarship for electrical installation and maintenance for free, sponsored by CCC and TESDA Toledo. So still nakaadto ko dito, nakaskwela, and then I was actually on my class during that time when my classmate called me and told me that, hey Bernie, you passed the board exam. And then suddenly I said, I don't believe you. You should send me a picture that proves that I passed the board exam, because it's not easy to actually accept without the
Without any proof?
Yes, without any proof. Yes. So when she passed the picture, the screenshot of the result, my first reaction was I raised my hand up, and then suddenly, because my classmates were also excited that day, and then I punched one of my
One of
classmates
your
like that. It was so funny.
Oh my God.
And then napalibre ako ng araw na yon.
And the proof of that is a newspaper newspaper announcement.
Screens from online.
From a website.
Yes, from
from the website of PRC.
Yes, sir.
Wow, that's great, Sir Bernie. So I can really consider you a role model.
Wow.
Yes, sir. Okay, let's start the lightning round question. What is your favorite breakfast food?
Anything that I harvested from my garden.
Wow, so organic.
Yes, organic.
Number 2, what is your favorite math lesson?
I prefer algebra and statistics.
What is your favorite pastime activity?
Just now, I like seeing videos like investments, stock, anything about money.
Who's the closest person in your life right now, aside from your family?
I supposed to say my mom.
Yeah. You'd like to insist it's your mother?
Yes, my
Okay.
mother.
What is the craziest thing that you have done?
Just yesterday, I go with the kids swimming in the swamp, or
Swamp?
or what do you call this? Basta linaw na siya.
Linaw.
Linaw sa sopa.
Okay. What do you mean? It's like the tubod, or no, not the
Flowing
tubod.
water. In
Is it the
sopa.
shallow area, shallow parts of the river, or not shallow parts of the river?
Nag-camping niya lang.
What is linaw? I really want to understand what linaw is. In
There is
Bisaya,
a
what's
big-
linaw? That's a
That's a Bisaya word.
linaw is a
Oo.
Bisaya word.
Kanang dako siya nga sapa, and then naay flowing nga water, and then suddenly after many baka naay ma-form nga kanang medyo mura siya swimming pool. And then
Okay.
enhance pa gid pang bato. Then mo to nahimo siyang swimming pool sa sapa.
Okay. I understand, but I have to do more research. I need to see Alina, a real linaw.
I'll send you a picture anyway.
Yes, please. Next question. What is that one activity you fear doing, or you can't imagine yourself doing?
I fear doing, but I can imagine it. I can imagine myself doing it sooner. Stock market.
The exchange thing,
Yeah,
the market
yes, yes.
exchange. Okay. What is your strength?
Strength, my family.
What is your weakness?
My family also.
Correct. What is your favorite object?
Object, cell phone.
Favorite part of your body?
Eyebrows.
I should say your shoulders, your torso. Okay, next is, what do you think is the perfect age to marry? Of course, for me, in my opinion, you don't have to marry yet because you're still quite in your early 20s. You just have to enjoy life. But what do you think is the perfect age to marry?
I guess 25.
25. So you're nearing that age already. What subject in school do you, or have you hated the most?
Mape. Yes,
I know it's fast stuff, but can you explain?
I always get low grades in math because I don't have that kind of talent. No, music. I don't have arts like that.
Okay. You don't have the inclination to perform the MAPE activities well. Okay. But have you overcome that one now, or you're still
Still
not comfortable?
Still not comfortable because that's the main reason why I am not hired from private schools.
because you cannot dance, you cannot sing.
Yes, they want math teacher, and I'm just a math teacher.
But it's a blessing in disguise because you're here with us now.
Yes.
So that's perfectly fine. What do you consider a failure?
I have two failures, that big failure. So first was my first crowd hosting in our barangay. It doesn't go well. And then second one was when I applied for seaman, nautical at UC. And
You mean admission test, admission interview, admission like screening to be admitted?
I don't know, basta I passed the preliminary exams. I passed the physical exam. I just failed there in the computer-based exam. I don't know how to use computer that time. So weak.
So you were not admitted?
Yes.
How about the barangay hosting thing? What is that for? What was that for?
That was because
Were you still a
during
student
that
at that
time, I was a college student, and then since I'm active in our barangay, so I am also, di ba nawa man tong SK, no? So I was elected as one of the katipunan ng kabataan in barangay generation. So that was the replacement of the SK, and then during that time we were sent for a what do you call this, in Bato seminar. Yes, for a seminar. And then after that the counselors they see potential of me in hosting, and then suddenly I was asked to host an event in our place. That was sport events, and then opening, and then suddenly I did not did it well.
Who said you didn't do it well?
Me.
But no one really told you frankly about your performance. No one told you about it. It's just your self-evaluation.
Yes.
But the bottom line is, you know how to evaluate yourself and knowing one's strengths and weaknesses, and that's an indicator of intrapersonal intelligence, and you have to thank yourself for knowing that. And at least you can guide yourself, and you know what to follow, and you know what to research further. Okay, next question is, what is your favorite? What do you consider your achievements in your life?
This one here at our present workplace.
What is your favorite movie?
Okay. Since this is the first time that I've watched on a cinema theater, no, together with Miss Micah, so I would go for Panty Sisters.
The Panty Sisters.
Yes.
That's a comedy film.
Yes, comedy film.
About 3 gay sisters.
Yeah.
I've seen that film, and it taught me also very substantial lessons in life. I agree. So subscribers, I hope you will also have a chance to watch the movie The Panty Sisters. Very great film. Next, what is love for you?
Love for me. Love is family. I'll say.
So that's love for
yes,
you.
that's love.
It makes sense, no? What is something you still have from your childhood? It could be an object, or it could be an attitude, or a mentality, or a principle.
I have two. So first is all of my clothing since kid, no, and up to now is still there because that is our practice.
It's still kept in your closet. It's
Yes,
still
yes.
there.
From-
Why?
I don't know what's the reason of my mother. Imagine we are 8.
Your
And then
age
all of our clothes are there.
are still there.
Yes. So after I use it, my sisters, my brothers would use it, then my little brothers would use it. Then after, if there's no one using it, then it will look like.
If the time comes when you feel like doing it, you can donate those coins.
Yes.
You know, to
I'm planning
orphanages.
that. I'm planning that.
Just when your mother approves it. Okay, next is what do you consider one of your guilty pleasures?
Just this time, this is CQ. I sleep a lot. I eat a lot. And then, I gala a lot, no? So, within the community.
But I guess you really have a, what do you call this? Very, how do you call that, fast metabolism? Because you still look great. You're still in your fighting form.
I don't
And that's because you're still young. So
yes,
the metabolism is still very fast, very active, intense metabolism. Next is last question. If you were given a chance to talk to our president, what would be one of the things that you would like to tell him?
Thank you.
Thank you. Very meaningful. And on that note, I'd like to say thank you, Sir Bern. I know you're not really comfortable with the camera,
Yes.
but you dared and you took the challenge, and I appreciate that. And I can't wait for my subscribers to see this episode. So thank you very much, and thank you for watching. Bye.
Bye.